Alright everybody, so summons are over. Um if you guys watch those videos, you know that pulling these units, or this unit in specific, was not very fun, but we managed to get one nonetheless. So here we are, 55% Game of 1 and 2 showcase. Already went ahead and awakened them to LR. I do know yesterday we did get top grossing, which is really nice. Oh, where's the thing for it? Oh, there's. We got top grossing last night. Obviously, very awesome. Like, very quick top grossing. It's just a matter now. We'll see if we can maybe get it on Android. It's still gonna be kind of hard because a lot of other games have like Valentine's Day units, so we shall see. But I had one more multi left on Beast Gohan's rotation. So when we got top grossing stones, I just said like, screw it. Just went ahead and finished the rotation. I didn't think I was gonna get anything. But I'll throw up screenshots if it's not too annoying to do so, but I did manage to pull a dupe of Beast Gohan. So, but I will not put him in quite yet because I want to do his showcase at 55% just to show off how dominant he is just at 55%. But anyways, we're here today to showcase the Gamma 1 and 2. Now this unit is a little bit intricate, kinda complex. It's basically just like you have to play a certain way to get to the final form, which is just like Gamma 1 by himself, and like that's when you're like basically like God mode. Like Beast Gohan is literally just like turn 1 you just demolish, like nothing can hurt him and nothing will hurt him for the rest of the fight. But like these guys you have to like build up to it. And I kinda like that. Like I kinda like that you have to like kinda think about it a little bit, and there's like more animations, more like stuff to it. So we'll see how well that goes. I'm probably gonna jump into the Trunks fight just because I really want to test out how powerful they are. So I will try. I'm gonna do like probably one run with their team, like double Game 1 and 2. And if that doesn't work out, we'll probably switch to a Beast Gohan team. Now I will say before we start, this is definitely a unit that you want to get to link level 10 as soon as possible, because they get so much stats from links. Like, I think this is Android Assault. They get an extra key, and they get like an extra 10% defense between like link level 1 and link level 10. This gives them an extra 10% defense between link level 1 and 10. This is Shocking Speed. They get extra like 5% defense. This is what is this? Hold on, I got them pulled up on the wiki. I can just take a look. Okay, I think that is Hero of Justice? Yeah, Hero of Justice, which that one's not that important. It's mainly just crit chance that you're building up, but we all know that these guys have a lot of crit chance. We'll talk about more about their passive later in the video. This is Signature Pose, which is also just more attack. And then lastly, you know, Fierce Battle, which gives obviously a lot of attack, and Legendary Power as well, which is a lot of attack. So but like definitely these links, Red Ribbon Army and Android Assault, that's a whole 20% defense and an extra key that you're missing out between link level 1 and link level 10, which is like, it doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, this is a unit that has damage reduction. Like that's kind of their main way of defending, and like any extra defense that you can add with damage reduction allows them to tank way better. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go get them to link level 10 before we make this showcase. So this is going to be 55% link level 10 showcase, and we'll go ahead and see how well they perform. So I'll be right back when we are ready to jump into the fight and we have them at link level 10. So give me 1 second. Alrighty guys, so we're back. We got them to link level 10. We have a Rainbow Friend here. I don't think they're link level 10 though, so I mean they're Rainbow regardless. So just as a disclaimer, before we start, just before anybody yells at me for this team comp, I understand that this is not the most optimal team comp. I am simply just trying to mess around and just like try to have fun with like basically the LR and Gamma 1 on one rotation, and then the LR and Gamma 2 on the other rotation. I'm just trying to mess around with that idea. And then if we get into a situation where we need to like get out of jail free card, we'll like have Orange Piccolo, we'll have Gogeta's target skill maybe, and then Krillin and 18 is definitely probably not a good idea in this fight, because if they get caught, they will instantly die. But I'm bringing them for support, just to make the game 1 and 2 look better. So let's go ahead and jump in, see how this goes. That's not the greatest first rotation, but screw it, we'll roll with it. Oh, I thought I had the animations on. I guess I did not. Oh, actually, you know what? This kind of works out. Wait. I didn't bring a Bana Master and Disciple unit, so Piccolo doesn't have his intro. I mean, we'll roll with it because we get limited attempts on this event, so I really don't want to like restart. But again, we'll just roll with it. I guess let me just talk about this unit real quick before we start. I know there's a lot of blabbering just before we start, but so when you first get this unit, you really want to get this unit like turn 1, I would say, or maybe turn 2. I feel like slot 7 for this unit is really bad because you really want to get the standby up as soon as possible. So what these guys do is they get key 3 attacking defense 125%, then they get another key 3 attacking defense 125% if HP is 30% or higher. They give attacking defense 50% and key 3 to superhero, joined forces, or defender of justice. So they get a 30% chance to crit and an additional super guaranteed up to 2 supers per int key spheres. So if you give them 2 int key spheres, they'll double super, and then if you give them like, let's just say you give them 4 int key spheres, they'll have guaranteed crits because they'll get like 120%. And then if you don't have int key spheres, you can do AGL or STR key spheres, which would give them a 12% chance to crit, and they'll have an additional that has a 70% chance to be a super. And then when they do their 3rd attack in battle, they'll get 50% attack and defense and damage reduction by 30%. So we kind of got lucky right here, then the fact that we have some int orbs actually to play with. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give these int orbs to my Gamma 1 and 2, and then we're going to give these int orbs to this Gamma 1 and 2. So this basically guarantees that both the friend and my Gamma 1 and 2 here will do their 3 attacks needed to go into the standby. So this worked out pretty well. Again, it's probably going to hurt because, again, Piccolo doesn't have his intro or his guard. Yeah, kind of sucks, but, you know, silly me, don't know how to team build, but we'll make it work, But anyways, what I was saying. So yeah, the main goal in this unit is the standby. You have to do, okay, so 6.9, again, this is not really the greatest rotation. They are getting support from the other LR Gamma 1 and 2, so keep that in mind. But the main thing about this unit is you really want to get out of this form as soon as possible. Like, you want to go into the standby as soon as possible. Simply because of the fact that they are better defensively in that form, and again, your ultimate goal is you're trying to get to the standalone Gamma 1 that you get after unleashing their finish skill. Which brings me to my next point, is that when you go into their standby, I would not treat this like the Z duo, where like you really want to like keep maximizing it and hold on to it and keep getting as many orbs and stuff like that. This is kind of like a thing where it's like, you know, you go into their standby, you do attacks, and you go to the next turn and do attacks, but when you get back to them, you just shoot that off. Like, even if you didn't do that many attacks, you just shoot it off, because you want to get, like, again, you were trying to get to Gamma 1 at the very end, because this is, like, that is the best form of that character. Oh, let me play this real quick. 受けて立とう。私こそがスーパーヒーローだ。Sorry, that was a bit abrupt, but I did not, I kind of forgot about his intro. Well, this kind of sucks. I really would want to float Gogeta here, but it's like, I also don't want to keep Krillin in 18 on rotation of all people. I mean, like, I guess I could, simply because, like, I don't know, like, could I? Like, they'll have type advantage, I guess. I don't know, dude. Because, like, you want to float Gogeta so you can get him into blue as soon as possible, but I don't know. I'm going to say screw it. We're going to go ahead and keep him. They really have to dodge that first attack, though. Just because I'm fairly certain that first attack is going to be a super attack. Please dodge. Okay, cool. They have a 60% chance to dodge, which is, you know, pretty good, but, you know, you're never 100 truly safe. But also, I think we were above 50% at the start of this turn, so their support is going to be up next turn for my LR Gammas. I think we will finish him off this turn, simply because Gogeta's on this turn. He does like a bajillion guaranteed supers. So, and this kind of works out because Gamma 1 right here gets built up. This shouldn't do that much, I don't think. Oh, still 100k, okay. I mean, that's alright. We're just getting built up. Again, the thing is about these Gammas is you really want them linked up together. Because, again, they get so much stats from their links that it's just like you have to have them together, otherwise it just doesn't work out that great. I will say it does seem like, okay, no, they both, so both Gamma 1 and Gamma 2's TOR link 6 out of 7. Let's go ahead and watch probably still one of the greatest intros in this game, like ever since intros became a thing.
僕はヘド博士の最高傑作そしてスーパーヒーローだ
Alright, so what we doing here? What we doing? We lock in Gamma 2 and slot 1. That is a no bueno, honestly. Like, even though, you know, 300k defense, all that, he would definitely die if he supers right away. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little trick here. I actually just saw this on, I think, Twitter recently. I used to do this back in the day, but I kind of forgot this is how giant mode works. So basically what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and play the, no, we'll play the standby afterwards, but let's go ahead and play Orange Piccolo's animation because we're about to do a little tricky here to bypass what's his name? Trunks's lock. Sorry, that was really hard to say.
少しおまけをしておきました。シェンロンだ。随分化けしまったな。ここからが本気の戦いだ。
Now, granted, this is probably not the best usage of Orange Piccolo just because it's a little bit early, but so basically, as you guys could probably remember, Gamma 1 was locked in slot 1, then Gamma 1 and 2 are in slot 2, and Orange Piccolo is in slot 3. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to move this Orange Piccolo to over here, and as long as I did it right, I'm not going to be super confident just in case we get out of this orange mode and I look really stupid. Basically what that should have done is because the game still registers those, like, these orange giant form Piccolos as the units from the original rotation. So since we just did that, as long as we don't move these orange Piccolos, we should come out of this with the Gamma 1 and 2 LR in slot 1, Gamma 2 will be in slot 2, and then Orange Piccolo will still be in slot 3. So that way it's like, even if Trunks locks whoever, it doesn't matter, because he's not going to be able to super, because we're going to cancel out his super with this. We're going to cancel out his super with this, and even if he locks whichever unit, I already set the rotation the way I want it to be set. So we should be all good here. Again, I could have done that wrong, but I know that is kind of how it works is with the orange modes, that those characters are still the same. The only thing I'm not sure of is if you have to do it for every turn. Like, let's say, you know, we didn't do it right on this turn. We only did it on that first turn. I don't know if I have to do it on every turn or not. So I guess we'll see at the end of this if that's how it is. If it does turn out to be that way, then I think you just have to do it every turn. If not, then you just have to do it the first turn, and that way you can bypass the lock a little bit. Like, we're still gonna get locked. One unit is going to get locked after this rotation, or after this giant form is over. But this should give us basically like the rotation we want anyways. So even if he locks, you know, Piccolo, or if he locks Gamma 1, or locks the LR, it doesn't matter because we're gonna go into the rotation we want. So let's go ahead and see. Yep, so there you go. So see, now we have the Gamma 1 and 2 LR in slot 1, we put Gamma 2 in slot 2, and then we have Orange Piccolo in slot 3. So that's a little tip of the day, I guess, for you guys on how to use Orange Piccolo. So let's go ahead and watch this animation now.
1号あいつを引きつけて時間を稼いでくれ。2号お前まさか。
Alright, pretty good animations if I say so myself. So before we proceed, let's go ahead and look at their defense here. Oh, whoops. Hold on one moment. You did not just hear Goresh. That is, I forgot to set the OST to a playlist, so I just started playing random videos. My bad. Anyways, so while we're in this form here, the standby for Gamma 1 and 2. So the biggest thing about this is on their 18 key now, they raise defense for all allies just for this turn. So they're going to raise Gamma 1's defense and Piccolo's defense. They have key 6, attacking defense 250%, and they have 50% damage reduction just base. They get an additional 50% attacking defense when attacking. And then they still have the 50% support, and then they'll still have the 30% crit and the guaranteed additional super per in orb. So we really want to try to give them, like, obviously in orb, so I'm just going to give them this one in orb because that'll give them one guaranteed additional super. And then we'll go ahead and give, I want to try to break the tech orb. I guess we'll do this, and then we'll give these tech orbs to Piccolo, so we'll heal up a little bit. So yeah, obviously double digits, 13 million. Again, keep in mind this is my 55% one here. This is not what's it called, the Rainbow Friend one. They should have, yeah, they'll have a 30% chance to crit here just because I gave them that one in orb, and you know, that was a guaranteed additional from that in orb as well. So that's like one of the greatest thing about this unit, I feel like, is if you get lucky with these in orbs, and you could, again, like, you have to play in a way where you gotta like think about it. So like I set up the in orbs for next turn because we're gonna get the other gammas on this next turn. The only thing I hope is he doesn't lock a certain way to where I cannot link them together with Gamma 1. Because I think it's going to be LR Gamma 1 and 2, then Krillin and 18, and then it's going to be Gamma 1 in slot 3. So I really hope he doesn't lock Krillin and 18 in the middle, because that would really suck. Don't do it. Oh my, of course. Alright. You know, I had to say something about it. If I literally didn't say anything about it, he probably wouldn't have done that. Okay, Trunks. Okay, whatever, man. I honestly should have just brought a Senzu just to avoid this happening. All right, so who is going to eat this better is the real question. I think Gamma 1, because Gamma 1 has basically the same defense, but he's going to have more damage reduction, and he's going to have guard. So I think he'll be the better slot 1 option. Again, really sucks that we're floating them off. I really didn't want to float them off, but, you know, Trunks did literally the one thing that I did not want him to do. So, yeah, this should not hit that. Like, we'll probably take like 200k from this, but Oh, okay, that's not bad. That would have been, I think, double digits if they were able to link together. Because again, he would have gotten so much more defense. Again, we need these two to dodge. This is the biggest drawback with this unit, is their support is massive. But yeah, as you can see, they take a lot of damage. Especially if they take a hit, because they get extra stats, but it's only for their first attack. So like, if they get hit once, they might not take that much damage. But if they get hit a second time after that, yeah, they will eat significant damage, because they lose a bunch of stats on, super, that's what I'm trying to say, so. Oh, he double supered? This should be fine, I think? Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say, they supered first and they have their damage reduction up, so like, how much is this really gonna do? Again with the locking, bro. Okay, no, actually, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. We might just kill him this turn. If not, Gamma 1, the standalone Gamma 1 that we're about to get out, is gonna be more than good enough, so. Let's go ahead and transform into Gogeta Blue first, and then we'll go ahead and do the finish standby skill. 'That is... Keep in mind, like, Trunks is not, like, he has a lot of defense. So the fact that they did that much damage without a crit is kind of nutty. Just slightly nutty. Okay, we didn't get that lucky with the orb changing here. I'm honestly debating on trusting Gogeta with dodging, but the thing is like, if Gogeta gets tagged like once, we're dead. How much defense does he lose? Dude, he loses like 100k. Damn. Okay, so I guess before we move on with this turn, so Gamma 1 here, now we just have Gamma 1. So now he basically has, like, if HP is 30% or higher, he'll have Ki plus 6, attacking defense 200, actually attacking defense 300%, and then he'll have 30% damage reduction base, and then he'll get another extra attacking defense 50% when attacking. He'll still have the support. He has a guaranteed additional now. He changes AGL to Inspheres, which is, I guess, it's just signifying, like, you know, he's changing Gamma 1 spheres to Inspheres. And then he gets, sorry, he gets a 20% chance to crit up to 100, and he gets damage reduction of 10% up to 50 for each int or SDR key sphere. So here we're going to be able to get 2 int spheres, which means his damage reduction total will be 50. So, I don't know, man, 50% damage reduction with his defense might not be enough to eat Trunks' super. But I don't think Trunks is going to super right away here, simply because of the fact he supered at the very end last turn. And, like, his cooldown is short, but I think it's like, he can probably super, like, I think he can super right after Gamma 1 attacks right here, but he can't super right away. Yeah. Alright, now we have to pray on this turn, I think, because this turn, yeah, we're cooked. Yeah, we're cooked. You know what? I mean, actually, would we? It's like, I want to low-key, like, let this play out just to see, but it's like, man, when we get to this next turn, we'll have, like, both the LR Gammas will be linked together, and, like, that would be, like, such Like, I want to get that on video. So it's like, I kind of want to use items just to skate by. You know what? Nah, screw it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if anyone is disappointed by this, but I low-key don't want to reload to go all the way back to this rotation that we're about to get, because we're gonna have Krillin and 18 support also. So like, this is literally going to be Gamma 1's 55% like best situation. He's gonna be linked up with the other Gammas. He's gonna have the support from them. Yada 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 yada. Like all that. Like the only thing that would maybe make this rotation better is if we had either Gamma 1 or Gamma 2 at the end, just so they can have the support. But we have Gogeta Blue, which is fine. Like, Gogeta Blue will be fine here. So, but yeah, I'm sorry if me double weasing is a little disappointing, but I think Gamma 1 would have ate that super at the start pretty well. Like, I think we would have barely lived, but I don't know. Orange Piccolo's defense was really high, but I don't know. I didn't have faith. Call me a fake believer, but I did not have faith. So I guess we can go ahead and transform with these guys. Might as well. Let's go and play this again.
あいつを引きつけて時間を稼いでくれ。2号、お前まさか。
Alright, so yeah, so this is probably the best situation that you're gonna get out of this Gamma 1. So he's at 400k, 460k started turn defense. Sorry, it was really hard to say. We're gonna go ahead and just give him all these end orbs, because why not? Basically that gives him all his damage reduction, and gives him all his damage reduction, gives him a 100% chance to crit. So on this turn, normally, he would have 80% damage reduction. Now granted, I know Trunks is going to super right away, but we're not going to take any damage, obviously, simply because of the fact that, what's it called? We have double Whis up, just so we could have lived last turns. But I promise you, I don't think this Gamma 1 eats this Trunks super for candy. Like, 80% damage reduction with 460k defense, like, there's no way. I don't think, like, I'm not saying he'll take it for double digits, but we're not gonna die. Like, we're not taking 640k, like, basically, which is our HP on this team. We're not gonna take all that damage. So, yeah, just trust me on that. Trust me. I'll try to get more situations in the future, in future videos, but just trust me, I don't think he would die here. Also, let's just go ahead and play We Are the Exception, and we'll go ahead and wrap up this fight.
俺にどこまでついてこれるかな。
Not the most damage there by Gogeta, but that's just simply because he didn't super the turn before, so he didn't get his massive attack raise the turn before. So, psych, Trunks, you ain't doing that. Nope. Alright, so let's see how much he gets here. This is literally like the best turn probably you can get for him. 16 million right here. Keep in mind, this is a guaranteed crit from all the int orbs we got, and he has a guaranteed additional coming. I gave him some additional in his, like, from just equips, but again, he's at 55%, so I don't have that much additional into him. But I would say if you get additionals into this guy, you definitely want to give him max additionals, just simply because when you get to this phase, him doing that one extra super is really, really nice. And also keep in mind that, like, both these guys supering first, they are raising Gogeta's defense by 50%. So, like, even though Gogeta is, like, you know, dodging and weaving here, like, if he wasn't, Gogeta's defense here is, like, astronomical, because he is getting the 50% from the first Gamma, and then he's getting the 50% from the other Gamma, and then he's gonna do all these supers and raise his own defense. So again, superhero team is just insanely busted. And we don't even have the best unit in the game on this team, or in this showcase. Like, so it could have only went better. Like, honestly, if I had to change one thing, if I'm actually playing like serious for wins and not trying to showcase a unit, I would simply just change Krillin and 18 for Beast Gohan. Because like then, well, let me not say that just because, again, I was just messing around with the Gamma 1 and 2. Like I think Gamma 1 is definitely a viable option with these guys. Gamma 2 is a little questionable. I feel like he works well for the Trunks fight because he has type advantage against the SDR phase, which is one of the more annoying phases, but against other fights it might not go as well. But I feel like Gamma 1 is definitely a viable option to run with these guys. And again, like I said at the beginning, these guys eat off of links like so hard. So like linking them up with another Gamma unit is almost like very important, I would say. Like they'll still be pretty good if you don't, but I would not run them on rotation if you're not gonna link them up with another Gamma rotation link. But yeah, so that was Gamma 1 and 2. Again, keep in mind the reason why I used the team that I did use was just merely to have fun, and also I didn't want to put Beast on the team because Beast will probably steal the showcase with how ridiculous he is. And trust me, I'll try to have Beast's video up later today as well, but I think I'm just gonna be laughing the whole time in that video because it's literally like you spawn Beast Gohan, he does his little intro, and then you win. That's it. Like doesn't matter what RNG the game throws at you, you simply just win with Beast Gohan. So again, I wanted to not include him in this video just to let the Gamma 1 and 2 have their little spotlight. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about this unit. I really like them just because it's like, again, it's very intricate. You really have to like plan ahead. Like every single turn you have to plan ahead and like think about everything. And it's like once you actually finally make it to this Gamma 1, it's like so worth it because he is ridiculous. So let me know what you guys think. I'll see y'all hopefully later today for the Beast Gohan video, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Peace!